Letting the good times roll is good for the soul. When you're feeling your spirit's alive, seize the moment to go inside. Reflect on what's been hidden from view and renew your hopes and dreams anew. Replay the intense moments of your life. It's your production. You can reshoot and edit until you get it right. Step into the frame and become the star. You're the only player who can portray your part.
Hello, and welcome to When the Heart Sings. I am Linda Atnip, your host. When the Heart Sings focuses on artists, entertainers, and healers who seek to transform society through their contributions. Today we have a very dynamic guest who will share with you his amazing healing abilities. You will meet Dr. Peter Michael Ulikhanov, a holistic practitioner and minister who blends scientific modalities with spiritual healing to achieve extraordinary results. His unique ability to see inside the body has given him the name, the man with X-ray eyes. Stay tuned for an on-camera demonstration. Since this show focuses on healing, we will begin the show today with a live performance of The Love Within and Taking Flight from the audio recording When the Heart Sings. The hands that heal open their palms, forming a seal, linking our energies heart to heart. As long as we allow that current to flow, we can germinate the seed and watch ourselves grow. Bathing in the divine light is the sustenance of the soul. Without a purpose in life, we become empty and cold. But by reaching out for the good in every man, we tap into the universal truths of every land. We complete the healing circle where we began, filled with the love that God instills in man. The puzzle is almost complete, yet I'm still awaiting the final piece. When the parts interlock, I will feel complete in my heart. The jagged edges of my life will become smooth. Putting down the warrior's knife, I free myself to move. No longer blocked, I discover the path opening wide. So many choices themselves. I no longer need to hide. Stretching my wings, I head for the distant shore. The wind lifts me high as I touch the edge of the sky. The world below looks like a kaleidoscope turning. My heart is on fire. My entire being is burning. The revelation of the meaning of life has freed my soul to reach for the light. Hello and welcome back to When the Heart Sings. I'm Linda Atnip, your host, and I'm delighted today to be able to present a very special guest, a man who I first came to know by reading a magazine article about him, which was called The Amazing Peter. And his name is Dr. Peter Michael Ulikhanov. And I would like now to introduce you to Peter Michael Ulikhanov. Welcome to
Hi.
When the Heart Sings.
Hi, everybody.
Why are you called the Amazing Peter?
Probably because of the being able to do amazing changes in the people.
And could you elaborate a bit on that?
What I mean, yes, probably helping people to change their lives, to heal themselves, and make amazing transformations in their lives. And that's probably one of the reasons. And probably some other reason they also call me the man with the X-ray eyes. That's another reason, my ability to see inside the body.
How did that manifest for you, that you found that you could diagnose certain conditions by looking inside the body?
At first I was not able to see inside the body. All I was able to do is just scan and feel how is each internal organ or particular area in the body functions, and down to the single cells actually of any tissue. But then I had a dream when I saw Christ and letting me to see that, and then 3 months passed from that dream. Then I was able to see when I was working on my client, and I could see the energy flows from my hand into lungs and into brain of that client when I was working, depending what area I work. And then since that day I began to see, not only in the time when I want to check inside the body, but also in the process of healing, I also are able to see how the process is going on.
So you can see how much energy their organ is accepting.
Yeah, and also not only seeing, it's another important part is feeling it. Feeling how the organ actually functions, and also feeling when the healing have to be stopped, and how much the organ can take.
You have a sense of when it's complete.
Yes, exactly. That's the very complex process which involves not only seeing, but the seeing part is the important when you see clients very first time, and you just ask the client do not reveal all their own problems they have, just let you to scan all of the body without physical contact of the body, and then I go over all major areas in the body, in the brain and in the internal organs, and then I give them feedback which exactly matches to the areas they are known, they know they have problems there, and also the areas they are not even aware of, which another interesting part, because as you know, the whole physical body is one huge living organism where everything is connected to each other. So you cannot just work on one area only and disregard all others. So that is very important when you have a feedback of all major areas of the body and know how it works. Yeah.
Now, one interesting aspect of your work is that you don't actually touch the client when you're transmitting energy.
Yes.
Why is this? Because many people do the laying on of hands or more the
Yes,
direct
you're
spiritual
right.
healing.
I think that has to do with the quality of the healer and has to do with the type of the healing they do also. But major area is that it doesn't matter what distance it is. I do the healings on a distance. I have clients all over the United States. And I do the healings the same way successful on a distance than only seeing them in person. It doesn't matter. And the same way you can check the body also on a distance.
I know you had mentioned to me at one point that sometimes it's even easier to work on a client if they are
exactly true.
absent.
Because when the client is present and client also, based on his mind state, is interfering into a certain degree the healing. Okay, because sometimes people are very analytical and they will question and they will not believe if we're talking about faith, and if through any other means they will try to resist the change, and the healing is the change. But when they sleep, and especially they're in another state and the time difference, and I work the time when they sleep in the bed, their conscious mind is shut off. And we have a process in physical body with the subconscious mind, and it allows me more to be able to do at that time also. It's very clear at that time.
I wanted to ask you also about the various levels of healing you do. You don't only work on the physical level, but emotional, spiritual, and mental planes.
Yeah, exactly. Many different planes, because what we observe in physical body, it is just a result. It's a manifestation of the problems in the higher planes. It just manifests into physical body. If we talk about mind, like in psychology, they know very well about body syndromes, and that is manifestation of problems we have inside in our emotional plane through physical body. And depending what different parts of physical body are affected, that also gives us a feedback how is the state of the mind of that person. But the true healing is not only takes place on physical level. You can apply the healing beginning from physical level to make the person to be aware of the process taking place and accept that change and be confident at the transformation. Let's say, for example, I have somebody who have a growth of tumor, and within 10-15 minutes, most of the time I have been able successfully to reduce the size or the hardness of the tissue, which give undeniable proof to client that the process is real and it takes place there, and it takes transformation in their mind. And then as I progress in the physical plane, then I go into higher planes to work with the client, so I enter to work in their mind plane.
To really uncover the root of the problem.
Yes, and then after that, when we do that, then we work on a soul plane to allow soul more manifest in their physical body, so the person can recognize really who itself he is, and to be in peace with itself and begin to love and accept itself, That's the most beauty and most important part of the healing to talk about, by the way.
We talked about earlier that all healing really comes from love.
Exactly. Because that is the true love we've been created. And that is just like I would say to some of my clients most of the time, that is the food to live, to be alive, is love. To have it, and that is the most powerful healer. So the function of the healer is most important in the area of love, to be able to transform that divine energy through you into your client and make it to be acceptable and reveal it to the client that is what they need, and let the client to experience that love and feel the transformation is the fastest way possible, and awaken their own love to themselves. As you know, many people these days have problems with their self-esteem, with their confidence, which is a result of lack of the love, self-love at the beginning. That's most important. And you cannot love anybody unless you love first yourself.
So what type of technique would you use to facilitate self-love with an individual?
You see, it is it is hard to answer at once, because each person is very different. And just like I tell to people, we all have different fingerprints. That way we are different in any area. So some of the person, you have to begin approach from physical plane, because he wants something tangible to experience in his body and to be able to feel ready for transformation. Some people are very ready, and you begin to work on their minds by many techniques. techniques can be like a guided imagery or NLP or hypnotherapy or whatever you want to call it. It's just a work of mind. It's different states of the mind, which is alpha, beta, and theta and delta states. It doesn't matter what label we put, what technique we use, but the work goes on that level. And then after accomplishing that level where the person's consciousness is changed and they begin to enter into higher plane, which is they begin to feel their own soul and their own spirit, and they begin to recognize that's what they really are, and the physical body, just the body just given to them to dwell in there, and then it takes much bigger transformation at that time. The people's life actually changes at that plane, because they begin to enter into a state when they begin to feel in peace with their souls. They begin to love their souls more. They are very confident on that. And when that all comes to them, they are happy. And after that, they can already see the truth in the life and be able to love others and help others.
That's the goal of
divine purpose
of When the Heart Sings.
Yes, exactly.
As we also discussed earlier between ourselves, there's a great ability for art to facilitate healing.
Exactly.
And would you like to elaborate a little bit on how this happens?
Yes, this is, I would like to say that is not only healers do heal. You see, a person do heal himself, and through many, many means. It can be art, painting, very famous, which through colors it can trigger those inner feelings in you and awaken them and let that divine light flow through you and heal you. You know, it can be a human being that you love to be next to that person and feel the healing process taking place, or it can be art of music and art of dancing. And even to the different arts you can take a martial arts and express yourself through that means.
And you mentioned Tai Chi as well.
Like Tai Chi is also where you will be able to find yourself through the Tai Chi technique. It's just you go into yourself at that time. And you allow your inner yourself to manifest through your emotions of your physical body. And you go into a aligned state when you begin to feel your soul, your mind, and your physical body begin one. And you are in peace. And that's the transformation. That's like any art. You have heard like many people do heal through colors, through vibrations of sound.
Certain notes.
Yes, and that is all true. That all takes place. Just the people have to be aware that each person needs different modalities, and that's the quality of the healer to find the right modality for that person and to be able in a short period of time to create transformation.
Well, we have a very big treat now for our audience. Peter has kindly agreed to do a healing, a general healing for the body, and he will talk you through it. And please sit now comfortably and let Peter take over.
Yes. As I will begin to do that, and I will guide the people who are watching me through that way in order to be able them to reveal their own soul, to feel it and let that light of healing of our Creator, depending no matter what religion or understanding, even if you have a relationship with Creator, atheistic relationship, let's say you are atheist, it's still you can create the healing process to take place. It's just you have to allow that to take place and experience it. So we will guide you. I'll guide you through that stages, and the simple requirements will be from the people who watch me, just to concentrate if they're going to be doing it with the open eyes on my left eye as a point of concentration. Or if they prefer to close their eyes, they may do that. So as I will guide them, I will also during the guidance tell them why I do that and what that mean, because I want to people be very aware of the process. There's no any kind of, how to say, secretive or
magic.
Magical process. It's all natural. And all the processes in our physical body is already very magical itself. So that what we will do is we begin from the process as you concentrate and you fix your gaze, let's say, on my left eye, or just close your eyes and concentrate on yourself. Forget everything around yourself and around the world, and think of yourself just like go in yourself. And by beginning to go into more yourself, I will suggest you concentrate on your toes and relax them. Just like go through all the parts of your body, just passing through your heels, and go up first through your ankles. Release the tension. Just allow yourself to be with yourself and allow yourself physical body to relax in order we can go to the higher plane and allow that energy flow through you. And as you do so, you let that relaxation process go up first through your muscles. Release all the muscles, your knees, your hips and thighs, your stomach area, all your internal organs, your chest. Allow your breathing go a little deeper and more calm and relaxed and gentle. And then you concentrate on your shoulders and release those muscles and shoulders, because that most of the people need that, because they have an understanding they bear so much responsibility for others and they carry that on their neck and in their shoulders. They have to allow themselves to release it. They don't have to think of anything at this moment. No any decisions to make, and release your neck muscles. Relax all your spine vertebrae from bottom up, upwards. Go all over your physical body, head, finish with the eyes, your jaw. Release the jaw, because that's another problem area where people tie the jaw. And allow your physical body to relax. As you relax, you begin to concentrate, because you will be able, besides watching at me if you have open eyes, also to see with your inner mind the light that's forming right in the middle of your brain. And let that light to begin to manifest more. As you begin to concentrate on that light, you're going to find out it's expanding. And the more it's expanding, the more you will be aware of its physical presence there. And the more you are aware of that, the more you will let it flow easily and freely. And in fact, that energy, that light you're beginning to manifest and allow it to manifest in your brain and to flow, knows it has its own consciousness. It will flow exactly the area where it needs to be healed. And as you go over your whole head area, you're covering all your brains and the glands in the brain. And then after you feel that it is all covered, that area, you allow gently it flow through your spinal cord, all the way down to end of the spine. As you concentrate on that, you will release all your physical body and let it relax even more. Allow yourself very loose. And that time, you begin also concentrate on that your spinal cord and the area inside your brain, where in fact we have the brain fluid and cerebrospinal fluid that goes through spinal cord, and concentrate on that as the inner representation of your soul, and let it expand through all nerves, through all meridians if you're familiar with them, or any other methods of manifestation in physical body. It can go through your muscles, through your bones, depending on your consciousness. And you allow that flow and flow and flow, cover all your physical body until you have a sensation that you're feeling all your physical body. You feel it with the ego sensation up to the surface of the skin, and you begin to concentrate and feel that the surface of your skin. And begin also imagine and visualize, or just pretend to feel and allow to take place, that you feel like there is all around you a light, not only flowing outward from you, but also inward. And you begin to feel that with the skin of your physical body. And as you beginning to go into that state, and then you ask and talk to yourself, to your own soul, you say, I accept myself, and I allow myself, and I'll allow this time my soul plane to manifest in my physical body more than ever before. And I let that divine light from top of my head to flow through my body now. And as you allow that, you're going to begin to feel the tingling sensations in the different areas of your body, and the flow like imagine like a waterfall will flow downwards through your spine, and it will flow and reach all the areas one by one, and begin to release them and relax them. What takes place exactly this moment? You're beginning to allow your physical body in your conscious state to carry the DNA program in your physical body. That means you allow the subconscious mind to do all their own functions in your physical body in a proper way. So as you allow that, let your soul to manifest in there. And some of you may also experience that the areas where you need most to be healed, that consciousness, that of energy, will go exactly to that place and create the transformation there. And as you go deeper into more relaxed state, you're going to allow more of that flow to flow. And you know that some of you might have a lot of blockages in meridians, in a nervous system, or any other area of the body that might create some kind of a pressure exactly that time. But the pressure is good too. It collects a lot of energy there until it's going to begin to open its way through and release it, that tension, and let that healing process to manifest there more. And as you go in this state, and if you reach this state, and if you feel the change in your physical body, then you also have to be revealed and known to you that it's like you're beginning to be more in touch with the cells of your physical body. And each cell in your physical body has own consciousness and memory. And it seems to you just like you allow your own consciousness of your soul to get in touch with the consciousness of your own, each cell's own internal organs or particular area we are very most concerned with, and just begin to speak to it now through your inner soul, and let that cells to change. Accept them and do not deny any area of your body, even if you have any serious disease in that area. You have to accept it. Let that area to become again healthy and alive, and let the love flow through it and heal you all. Now.
Are we complete?
Yeah. I mean, the time is over?
No.
Oh, I thought. Yeah. Okay. And then what else also can be done? The process is continuously goes on. You can continue now. You also can tape this tape and do it, use it every day you like. And until you open the way of the road that I've been just describing now, and allow that vibration awaken and let the love flow through you and heal you.
Thank you, Peter. I'm absolutely pulsing with good vibrations. This feels wonderful, and I hope that you in the studio audience that experienced this healing from Peter, it just get even a tenth of what we've experienced here in the studio. It's been absolutely amazing, as always. And if you have any further questions, I can certainly refer them to Peter. There will be an address at the end of the show for Words of Light Productions, so please write to me. And I look forward to being with you again and sharing more ideas about art and the healing power of words and music and energy on When the Heart Sings. I'm Linda Atnip, your host. Bursts of brilliance and flashes of insight are gifts from the spirit world to guide you back to the light. When you begin to follow your dream, you'll notice there's a pattern to life, a theme. Look for lightning to strike, signaling your ultimate goal, and convert that energy to fulfill your role. Surrender to the feeling of being totally alive and live your life pursuing the drive that makes your light burn brilliantly bright. Because when the heart sings, you've got everything.